Hello everyone, here is our discussion for employment benefits part 1. Okay, it's been a while, so bear with me. Okay, this is a two-part special for the employment benefits. Okay, so unahin muna natin yung part 1. I don't call it post-employment benefits kasi hindi lang naman post-employment benefits yung di-discuss natin for this lesson. Okay, so let's state our learning outcomes. So for this topic, we differentiate between the four classifications of employee benefits under PAS 19. We state the timing of recognition of employee benefits. We differentiate between a defined contribution plan and a defined benefit plan. And we account for, in this part, it's just defined contribution plan. Yun muna. Okay? Okay, let's start. So, ano ba itong employee benefits? So, pag excited ka ng graduate sa college, mag-work ka na, syempre yung mga employers, meron yan dapat ino-offer na benefits sa mga empleyado niya bukod sa salaries. So these are all forms of consideration given by an entity. So it may be cash, it may be services, it may be in the form of goods. So depende kung anong ino-offer. Pag mabait yung employer mo, sobrang dami niyang ibibigay na benefits sa'yo. So it motivates the employee to stay. So kapag nag-uusap-usap na kayo ng barkada, when you're there na, when you're working already, after you become a CPA, you're working already, pag nagre-reunion kayo ng barkada, minsan may inggit ka kasi one of your barkada is yung employer niya sobrang bait, daming benefits, daming freebies, hindi ganun ka-strict. Samantalang yun sa'yo, parang nagtataka ka, bakit mo sila pinili, parang hindi ka inaalagaan yon. So, ang empleyado, bukod sa sahod, gusto niya na feel na inaalagaan siya. And one of the ways para maramdaman ng empleyado na siya inaalagaan ng kumpanya is itong benefits na to. Okay? Speaking of employees, so the employees can be, they are termed as regular, yung tawag din, siya ay hindi na siya probationary, meron na siyang initial years or initial months of service sa company. So, siya ay regular na. Hindi siya basta-basta na-terminate yung kontrata. You have part-time. Okay, so usually part-times, multiple ang employers niya, kaya part-time yung status niya. Then we have casuals, and then you have rank and file director or other management personnel. So yung mga casual, usually yung job order, ibig sabihin pag natapos yung job orders nila or yung parang task, so mawalan sila ng trabaho. Then you have what we know, yung contractual, wherein pag natapos yung contract mo, kung kontrata mo is 6 months lang, terminated ka na, wala ka ng work. So, okay, so yan. So, our employees, as an employee, our dream is to have a loving employer, and yung status natin would be regular. Para tuloy-tuloy ang sahod, tuloy-tuloy ang benefits, and then there is stability in work. Okay? Then, how do we recognize these employee benefits? Usually, they are recognized as an expense when employees have rendered service, except if part sila ng computation of the cost of inventories. Kasi alam ninyo, through your cost accounting, yung direct labor, okay, which includes salaries of factory workers, they are included in the cost of inventories. So, other than that, other classification than that, expense. Then, those that are already earned by employees pero hindi pa nababayaran, syempre, liability sila. Okay? So, ano ba itong employee benefits? Example, they arise from contractual agreements sa kontrata, usually pa-uniform, ano pa ba? Cash incentives, bonuses, yan. We have through legislation, SSS, PhilHealth, Pag-ibig, GSIS. And then, or informal practices that create constructive obligations. So, alam niyo naman, pag constructive, so, wala sa kontrata, wala sa legislation, pero dahil nasanay nang ibigay ni employer, binibigay sa lahat ng empleyado. True to all. Okay? Next. We have short-term, 4 categories under PAS 19. So we have short-term employee benefits, you have post-employment benefits, other long-term employee benefits, and we have termination benefits. Okay, kaya hindi ko tinawag itong lesson na to as post-employment benefits. Okay, it's employee benefits kasi it includes post-employment benefits and other benefits. Okay, so for short-term employee benefits, ang definition niya is they fall or they are due to be settled within 12 months after the end of the reporting period. Typical definition of a current liability. Yeah, examples include salaries. Syempre naman, pag hindi ka naman pinapasahod within 12 months, bakit nag-i-stay ka pa? Di ba? Okay, wages, SSS, PhilHealth, Pag-ibig, contributions, we have paid vacation and sick leave. Vacation, so pag empleyado ka na, pwede kang mamili sa dalawa, alin ang gagamitin mo. Kung vacation leave or sick leave, usually ang inuubos mo na is sick leave. Ang vacation leave minsan lang inuubos. Pag sick leave, pag may sakit ka, pag vacation leave, pag gusto mong bakasyon. Okay, then we have profit sharing and bonuses kung mabait yung employer mo na nabigyan ka ng opportunity to share in the profits and some bonuses. Then we have non-monetary benefits like pa-uniform, pabigas, yung mga ganun, okay? General accounting for short-term benefits, they are recognized as expense, okay, or as part of the cost of another asset. Yun nga, yung kapag cost of inventories after the employee has rendered service and becomes entitled to the payment. Syempre, kailangan magtrabaho ka muna bago niya ibigay. So, this is an accrued liability kung hindi pa nababayaran. Duh. And then, kung nabayaran mo na siya in advance, it's a prepaid asset. Okay? So, short-term employee benefits are recognized periodically. Okay, so you have to remember this. Pero alam niyo naman to basic accounting kasi pag hindi mo pa nababayaran, liability. Okay, accrued liability. Kapag nabayaran mo in advance, prepaid asset. Okay? My God. Next. Yan. So, next is an example of a simple problem lang naman for short-term employee benefits. So, we have stray kids. Stray kids pays salaries twice a month and does not pay salaries in advance. Employees work 5 days a week and compensation is computed on these working days. In December 20X1, Stray Kids paid the second semi-monthly salaries, aka quincenas, okay, on December 26, which falls on a Friday. So, on working days na Monday to Friday. Okay, the next non-working holiday is on New Year's Day. So, January 1, Stray Kids has 100 employees who earn 1,000 per day. Stray Kids cost accountant identified that 70% of the salaries pertains to production of goods. So, ibig sabihin, cost of inventory siya. Okay? Direct labor. How much is the accrued salaries on December 31, 20X1? So, ano una natin gagawin? Unahin mong i-identify kung ilang araw sila nagtrabaho before New Year's Eve. Okay, so kung ang 26 daw ay Friday, ibig sabihin 27, 28, Sabado, Linggo. Hindi ka naman magtatrabaho during that time. At saka hindi naman sinabi nagtrabaho sila ng Sabado, Linggo. So, ibig sabihin 27, 28, 29, nagtrabaho sila, 30, nagtrabaho sila, and 31, nagtrabaho sila. Ma'am, 31 kaya holiday. Walang sinabi sa problem. Ang sinabi lang, next non-working holiday is New Year's Eve. New Year's Day pala, New Year's Day. Okay, so, ibig sabihin 29, 30, 31. So, 3 days yung kailangan bayaran. Okay? Accrued, hindi pa pala nababayaran, sorry. Hindi pa nababayaran. So, multiply mo yung 3 days sa number of employees ni Stray Kids, that's 100. Meron kang 300 working days. Then, multiply mo siya ng average pay per day ng lahat ng sumasahod during that time. Accumulated is 1,000. So, 300 times 1,000, meron kang babayaran, meron kang accrued salaries or babayaran pa na 300,000. Abangan mo siya sa sunod na quincenas. Okay, pero dahil end of reporting period, kailangan mong i-recognize na may accrued salaries ka. Okay? So, paano ating i-extract yung for direct labor? Kasi sabi, 70% daw is for production of goods. So, di-multiply mo 300,000 times 70%, you have 210. Okay, direct labor to. Direct labor, 210. And then you have salaries expense, yung remaining 30%, okay, na 90,000. Okay, again, yung isa ay direct labor kasi part daw siya ng production of goods, and then we have salaries expense, 90,000. Okay, and then credit, accrued salaries payable, 300,000. Ganun lang. Okay, just follow, wag malilito. And ang pinakamahalaga dyan is you know how to count. You have a calendar with you and you know how to count the number of days. Okay, ganun lang naman. Okay, next. So I hope you understand that example. Okay, let's now go to short-term paid absences. So ito naman, yung mga leave kasi, usually, hindi naman usually, yung leave is, pwede kang umabsent pero may bayad ka pa rin. May bayad ka pa. Hindi may bayad yung pag-absent mo. May bayad ka pa rin. Ibig sabihin, as if nandun ka nagtatrabaho. Pero wala ka naman talaga doon kasi absent ka, pero may bayad ka. Short-term paid absences. Bayad yung absent mo. Okay? In a company, usually, ang binibigay niya is 5, and then, depende ha. Pero may mga companies na 5 vacation leaves, 5 sick leaves, or 10 vacation leaves, 10 sick leaves. So, 10 araw na vacation leave, or 5 araw na vacation leave, 10 araw na sick leave. Usually, mas malaki ang sick leave. May bayad. Okay? May bayad yun. Okay, so, make the most out of it. Okay? Pero may mga twist yan eh. Okay, so this includes vacation, holiday, like regular and non-working. So, kapag alam natin, pag pumasok ka sa non-working holiday, kasi pinapasok ka ng boss mo, may rates doon, nasa cost accounting yun, may rates on computation of times 3, times 2, alin ng times 2, alin ng times 3. And then maternity leave and paternity leave, kapag nabuntis, may entitled ka for maternity leave, even the father, paternity leave, and then sick leaves. Okay? So, entitlement to paid absences may either be, ito yung mga twist. You have accumulating, ito yung pwede mong i-carry forward sa future periods kapag hindi mo nagagamit. Ibig sabihin, for this year, hindi mo nagamit yung 10, pwede mong i-carry over siya, susunod na period. So, accumulating siya na accumulating. Kung hindi ka masipag umabsent, marami kang accumulated na sick and vacation leaves na pwede mong gamitin in case of emergencies. So, itong accumulating, pwedeng vesting. Itong vesting is, kapag hindi mo siya nagamit, pwede mo siyang i-convert sa cash. Mabait yung employer. Oo, mabait yung employer pag ganyan. Kasi gaganahan kang wag umabsent. So, isipin nyo, pag hindi ko to ginamit or hindi ako umabsent, pwedeng maging pera, di ba? So, gaganahan kang huwag umabsent. So, kasi at the end of the period, pwede ko siyang i-convert sa pera. Which is usually yung case ko. Nako-convert sa pera yung sick leave and vacation leave kasi hindi naman ginagamit. So, may pera ka at the end of the period. O, di ba? Dagdag pera. Non-vesting naman, this is hindi pwedeng i-monetize. Ang damot ng employer, ma'am. So, ganun talaga. Then, we have non-accumulating wherein kapag hindi mo nagamit this period, hindi mo siya pwedeng i-carry forward next period. Okay? So, yan. And, ano pa ba? And are not paid in cash when the employee leaves the entity. So, yan. Okay. So, usually yung vesting, yung employee leaves the entity. Meron din kasing vesting, yung kanina yung describe ko, na pag hindi mo siya nagamit this period, ay monetize siya. Then, kapag umalis ka, monetize pa rin. That's vesting. Okay? So, yan. We have recognition. Isa-isa natin. Pag accumulating investing, all unused entitlements daw are accrued and measured at expected settlement amount. So, ibig sabihin, dapat sa problem may bibigay na expected pay rate in the future. Expected period. Anyway, accumulating and non-vesting naman. So, yung unused part naman daw is accrued pa rin, pero you have to consider during the period na yon, kasi syempre may period pa rin naman siyang kino-consider, ilan yung mag-a-avail pa. Okay? Ilang yung kukuha pa nung short-term paid absences. Okay? And then non-accumulating, syempre, hindi siya accrued kasi wala ka namang i-accrued eh. And then, but recognize only when absences occurs. Kapag pag umabsent lang talaga saka. Okay? Then we have, next, example. Yan. Short example ulit, Felix, Stray Kids pa rin. Felix Cos employees are entitled to 12 days paid vacation leave per year. My God, 12 days. The employees are required to take a vacation leave each year. Pinipilit. Okay, so may mga company sa ganyan, required kang gumamit at least 1 vacation leave per year. Okay, so 12. So 12 days, kung ikaw man ay pumunta ng Boracay for 12 days, huwag kang mag-alala, ubusin mo lahat yung vacation leave mo, may bayad yung 12 days mong yan. Ano, but not necessary for the full entitlement. Unused vacation leaves can be carried over indefinitely. My God, vesting. Okay, vesting. Oo nga, accumulating pala, sorry. This is accumulating. Okay. Felix has 500 employees with an average salary of 1,000 per day. The average salary increases 5% per year. Oh, laki yun ah. During 20X1, employees took total vacation leaves of 5,400 days. Based on past experience, 90% daw of unused vacation leaves in a year are taken in the immediately following year. So, case 1, unused vacation leaves vest. So, sabi ko sa inyo, accumulating to kasi can be carried over indefinitely. How much is the accrued liability in December 31, 20X1? So, una mo nang ika-count mo is ilan yung hindi nagamit. Kasi may nilagay na nagamit na. Okay? So, ang total entitlement is yung 500 mong empleyado times 12, you have 6,000 leaves, okay, na abangan mong bayaran. Pero, sabi, ang nagamit na daw ng mga empleyado, accumulated is 5,400. So, ibig sabihin, pag binag-minus mo yung dalawa, may aabangan ka pang 600. Okay, na leaves. So, i-multiply mo itong 600 sa expected pay rate ng 20X1, that is, di ba, 1,000 per day ang average, pero may increase daw ng 5% per year. So, you have to add the 5% sa 100 para madali mag-compute. So, 1,000 times 100, 5%, you have 1,050. Okay? So, ang aabangan mong for liability for unused vacation leaves is 630,000 kapag it vests. Ano? So, paano yung journal entry? Debit salaries expense, 630,000. And then, accrued salaries payable, 630,000. So, kung may gumamit man next year, okay, di babawasan mo lang yung payable mo. Okay? So, yan. How about if case 2? Yan. Case 2, unused vacation leaves do not vest. Okay? How much is the accrued liability on December 31, 20X1? So, ibig sabihin, tawag din hindi na siya pwedeng i-monetize. Ano? So, you have, again, ganun pa rin yung procedure. Kunin mo yung unused vacation leave. So, you have 600. Multiply mo siya sa percentage ng possibility na may mag-acquire sa kanya next year. So, 90%. So, 600 times 90%, ang aabangan mo next year is 540. Okay? So, 540 times the expected pay rate for next year, that is 1,000 times 105%, which is the 5% is the increase, you'll have 567,000 na aabangan for next year. Okay? So, salaries expense, debit, 567,000, and then accrued salaries payable, 567,000. Okay, so ganun lang. Hanggang for next year lang siya. Okay, they do not vest. Yan. Okay, next. Now we go to profit sharing and bonus plans. So, ito ay, again, to motivate. Lahat naman ng benefits is to motivate the employees. Bukod sa it is required by law, some of it is required by law. Profit sharing and bonus plans is one of the benefits na they give motivation sa employees. So, recognize when the entity has obligation to pay for them, and the cost can be measured reliably. Typical definition of a liability. Okay, so your bonus schemes, so includes bonus before bonus and before tax. You have bonus after bonus and before tax. You have bonus before bonus and after tax. And you have bonus after bonus and after tax. Mga ano yan? Pag nagko-compute yan, usually algebraic expression ang ginagamit. Okay? So, yung mga magagaling sa math, you can use algebraic expression in computing for it. You just have to follow the schemes, like after bonus, but before tax. So, substitute ka lang. Okay? And meron namang easier way, wherein formulas, I got this from Sir Milan's book. So yan. Formulas for profit share, for bonus. Yan. So, bonus before bonus and before tax, you have B is equal to P times BR. Okay? You have bonus after bonus and before tax, you have B is equal to P. P is P is the principal amount. BR is bonus rate. Okay? So, again, B is bonus, P is principal, and BR is bonus rate. Okay? So, B is equal to P minus the quantity of P over 1 plus BR. Bonus before bonus and after tax. You have B is equal to P multiplied by the quantity of 1 minus TR. TR is tax rate. Okay? All over 1 divided by BR minus TR. Okay, tax rate yung TR ha. And then bonus and after tax. So B is equal to P times the quantity of 1 minus TR all over 1 minus BR minus TR plus 1. Okay? So ma'am, ano to? Sasoloy namin? Yes. If ikaw ay malituhing tao, pag nag-algebraic expression ka, okay, you can memorize these formulas. If ikaw naman ay hindi masauluhing tao, you can actually just do algebraic expression. Pero kung mahina ka sa math, talagang litong-lito ka when it comes to substitutions. Okay, you just have to, you can memorize this. So yan. I have examples sa guided exercises for that. Okay. Post-employment benefits naman. So this is employee benefits na natatanggap mo after employment, or ibig sabihin after ma-terminate after mong matapos yung employment mo. Like for example, retired ka na. So yan. Examples include retirement benefits, yan. Yung pension, yung pagtanda mo, ang goal natin sa buhay is, pag tumanda tayo, marami tayong pera, pero yung pera natin hindi magagastos for maintenance ng gamot. Diba? Okay, kasi most of yung mga matatanda, pagka-retire, yung pension nila napapapunta lang sa maintenance ng gamot. Okay? And other post-employment benefits like life insurance, yan, or medical care. Yan, pag mabait ang employer mo, meron ka ding life insurance and medical care. So yan. So, the post-employment benefit plan, it can be formal, nakalagay sa, may pinipirmahan kang kontrata, kasama sa kontrata mo yon. O kaya naman informal, wherein, hindi siya nasa kontrata, pero dahil implied na binibigay mo sa lahat ng empleyado mo, true to all. So yan. It can also be contributory, wherein the employer and employee ay nagsishare ng contributions to the fund, to the retirement fund, or non-contributory, wherein yung employer lang yung nagko-contribute doon sa retirement fund for the employer. Ang bait naman. For the employee, ang bait naman ng employer mo pag ganun. Okay, pero usually, contributory siya, employer-employee. Meron din tayong tinatawag na funded, wherein yung retirement fund ng mga empleyado ay nasa trustee. Ibig sabihin, may third person, may financial institution na humahawak doon sa retirement fund, and pinapaanak lang ng pinapaanak through interest income, through dividends, para kahit papaano, pinagkakakitaan ng employer yung retirement fund, or na-prepare yung retirement fund for, yun nga, sa pag nag-retire yung empleyado niya. Unfunded naman is yung employer yung nagmamanage ng retirement fund. Pero usually, para win-win situation, usually funded. Wherein, yun nga, na nanganganak to prepare for the future, through interest incomes, dividends, yan. And, or, at some percentage ng panganganak na yun, nagiging pinagkakakitaan ng entity. So, it's okay. Kasi hindi naman lahat ng hindi naman 100% kita, usually, natatakot din naman sila in the future na baka hindi nila ma-meet yung retirement fund na kailangan. Kasi usually, retirement benefits, 1 million. Kapag nag-retire ka, ang bibigay sa'yo, 1 million pesos, 2 million pesos, diba? 3 million pesos. Maliit na yung kalahating million. Diba? So, wow, ma'am. Gusto ko na mag-retire. Wag naman. Magtrabaho muna. Okay. Usually, ang goal is early retirement. Age of 30, age of 40, age of 50. Yan. Pero maliit ang retirement benefits pag ganun. So, usually, age of 60 yan. Yan yung mga million na yung retirement benefits. Okay? So, we have 2 contribution plans or the post-employment benefits na we will learn And usually kasama sa board exam, we have defined contribution plan and defined benefit plan. Pag defined contribution plan, this is where yung employer ay may fixed contributions to the fund at kung magkano lang yung naabot at the time of retirement nung contribution ng employer, yun lang yung bibigay kay employee. So, depende sa kung kung ilan yung contributions ng employee doon sa fund, edi yun lang ang iyong retirement benefits. So, ang risk dito daw ay that the fund may be insufficient to meet the expected benefits rest with the employee. Yung defined benefit plan naman, this is where may definite amount na ibibigay sa employee na matatanggap niya in the future. So, ang risk naman dito is baka hindi, alam mo yung baka malugi yung employer kasi ito pa lang yung nako-contribute niya, tapos yung ibinigay mo doon sa empleyado mo is, let's say, 1.5 million. So, yun yung sinabi mong, yun yung sinabi mong ibibigay mo sa empleyado. So, you have to give, pag nag-retire siya, 1.5 million. Paano kung yung retirement fund mo, hindi ka pa nakapa 1.5 million? So, ibig sabihin, huhugot ka pa from the working capital of the company para ma-sustain, para maibigay mo yung 1.5. Pag hindi ka tumupad sa usapan, breach of contract yun. Kung defined benefit plan yung ibibigay mo sa kanya. So, ganun yung itsura ng defined benefit plan. May definite amount na alam si employee na matatanggap niya after retirement. Pag defined contribution plan naman, kung magkano yung i-contribute ng employer at sometimes sa employee doon sa retirement fund at pag na-reach nila yung retirement age or pag nag-retire na yung employee, kung magkano yung na-contribute, yun lang yung ma-receive niya. Okay? So we have also what you call the hybrid plans, wherein retirement benefit plans can both have the characteristic of contribution plan, DCP, and DBP, defined benefit plan. So hybrid. Okay? So these are considered as defined benefit plans. So yung sa accounting niya. Okay? You have multi-employer plans. So this is where kapag multiple yung employers mo, kinakausap mo na lang yung HR na, ay, meron akong retirement fund na doon na lang kayo mag-contribute if you have, may bala ka mag-contribute sa retirement fund. Various unrelated employers contribute to a common fund na minamanage ng trustee. Okay? So, classified as either defined benefit contribution and defined benefit plan. Okay? Then we have what you call the state plans. So, sa state plans naman is, syempre, mandated ng batas. So, the employer has to fulfill this. Okay? Mandatory for all entities within its scope. Examples, GSIS and SSS. It can either be defined contribution or defined benefit plan. Okay? So, let's look at the SSS law para familiar lang kayo once nag-work na kayo. Ano ba tong SSS na to? Ano ba ang ano ba yung provisions niya? Okay, sabi dito, qualifications daw for retirement benefits. So, para mag-qualify ka for retirement benefits na SSS law, dapat daw ikaw ay 60 years old na, separated from employment, and cease to be self-employed, or cease to be and has paid at least 120 monthly contributions prior to retirement. 120 divided by 12, ilang taon yan? Okay? Or, di kaya naman, a member is 65 years old, whether employed or not, and has paid at least 120 monthly contributions prior to retirement. Parang forced retirement na yung 65 eh. So, yun. Yung 60 kasi separated, kailangan kasi separated from employment or cease to be self-employed. Pag 65 ka, parang pwede ka pa maging employed. Si Sir Mario. Yun. Okay. Social Security System law, again, types of retirement benefits na matatanggap mo is either lifetime monthly pension, that is after retirement mo hanggang sa mamatay ka. Pwede kang bigyan ng monthly pension that is at least 120 monthly contributions prior to retirement. Yun yung condition niya. Dapat nakapagbayad daw ikaw ng at least 120 para you can avail the lifetime monthly pension. O di kaya naman lump sum amount. This is hindi ka nakapagbayad ng 120 monthly contribution sa kanila. Okay? Monthly pension, tingnan natin sa monthly pension. Based on contributions paid, credited years of service, and the number of dependent minor children not to exceed 5. Yun yung kanyang kanyang conditions para additional contributions. This is kung magkano yung ibibigay sa iyong monthly pension. Kino-consider nila yung magkano yung contribute mo, yung number of years of service dun sa company, and then kung ilan yung dependents mo. Okay? The amount of monthly pension is the highest of the following. So, mamimili sa tatlo, kukumputan ka. The sum of 300 plus 20% of average monthly salary credit plus 2% of average monthly salary credit for each credited years of service in excess of 10 years. Ang hirap naman, mama. No? Okay? So, may computation naman sila niyan. Okay? 40% of average monthly salary credit. So, average monthly salary credit. So, kung ang monthly salary credit ko is 50,000 pesos times 40%. Yun yung matatanggap kong lifetime monthly pension. Okay? Then you have 1,200 provided that the credited years of service is at least 10 or more but less than 20 or 2,000 if the CUYS is 20 or more. The monthly pension is paid for not less than 60 months. Okay? So, highest daw sa tatlo. Okay? The retiree has the option to receive in advance, upon date of eligibility, the first 18th monthly pension in lump sum, discounted at a preferential rate of interest determined by SSS. So, the member will receive the monthly pension on the 19th month in every month. Okay? So, may option daw, if eligible, to receive lump sum 18 months. So, for example, 30,000 times 18. Yun yung una mo matatanggap once you retire, galing kay SSS. And then, sa 19th month, will receive the monthly pension on every month thereafter. So, after that month, receive mo na yung 19th month mo. Okay, so bawas na yung buhay mo. Joke lang. Okay? If the member retires after the age of 60, the monthly pension shall be the higher. So, yan. Kapag 61 to 65, the monthly pension computed at the earliest time the member could have retired but had been separated or ceased to be self-employed plus all adjustments thereto, and the monthly pension computed at the time when the member actually retires. Okay, so ito kasi, tinitingnan nila yung average salaries mo. So, hindi naman kasi for example, napaka-boring naman ng buhay mo kung simula nung 20 years old ka nagtatrabaho or 22 years old na nagtatrabaho ka sa kumpanya mo, ang sahod mo is 20,000, ibig sabihin, by 6 years old, ganun pa rin yung sahod mo. Hindi. Kinocompute nila yung average salary credit mo. Okay? So, ito yung mga conditions like earliest time the member could have retired, okay, or the monthly pension computed at the time when the member actually retires. Okay, higher between the two. So, sa lump sum naman is equal to the total contributions paid by the member and the employer, including interest. Siyempre, naging interest yan. So, fund kasi siya sa SSS fund. So, lump sum, kung ilan yung na-contribute nyo. So, parang defined contribution plan So, kung magkano na-contribute ni employer, ni employee, plus interest, yun yung ibibigay sa'yo. Okay, that is kapag hindi nyo natapos yung 120 monthly contributions na nire-require ni SSS para mag-qualify ka for monthly pension. Okay? Death of the retiree. So, upon the death of the retiree, the primary beneficiaries are entitled at 100% of monthly. Yan. Ito. Kunwari, for example, yung lolo mo, yung lolo mo is, siya yung entitled for the SSS, siya yung retiree. So, nung nabubuhay pa yung lolo mo, tumatanggap siya ng SSS pension. Okay? Nung namatay yung lolo mo, knock on wood, kung hindi pa, yung dependent, usually yung asawa, siya yung humahalili. Siya yung tumatanggap ng 100% of the monthly pension hanggang buhay pa yung asawa. Okay? So, yun. Dependent ha, usually yung asawa or yung anak. So yun. For example, in our case, nung namatay yung lolo ko yung nagpe-pension noong una, tapos nung namatay yung lolo ko noong 2001, ang nagpe-pension na, wala kasing pension yung lola ko kasi hindi siya nag-work before, so wala siyang SSS. So, ang nakaka-receive na ng pension, simula noong 2000, nung namatay yung lolo ko, is yung lola ko. Di ba? So, ano ba ngayon? 2001, 2021. So, di ba? So, hanggang ngayon, tumatanggap pa rin yung lola ko ng pension. Okay? So, from the SSS of my grandfather. From my grandfather. Di ba? And then, every year, before, hindi nagpapatawag si SSS ng parang appearance na tinatawag kung buhay pa ba yung beneficiary or hindi. So, ngayon, simula ata nung panahon ni President Noynoy, ni-require na ni SSS na every month, lalo na during pag nag-birthday, yung primary beneficiary, pinapa-appear sa SSS, tinitingnan kung buhay pa. That is to eliminate yung mga patay na, eliminate sa list or tanggalin sa list yung mga patay ng beneficiaries. And then, yun, parang hindi na ghost beneficiary yung tumatanggap. Kasi sayang nga naman, parang nalulugi si SSS pag ganon. So, yun. Kagaya ngayon, si lola ko, pupunta siya sa SSS kasi may time frame sa SSS na pinapa-appear kung buhay pa. So, ganon. Okay, if the retiree dies within 60 months from the commencement of the monthly pension and has no primary beneficiaries, the second beneficiaries are entitled for lump sum naman benefit equivalent to the total monthly pensions corresponding to the 5-year guaranteed period, excluding dependents pension. Okay? So, yun. Ganun talaga. Okay? Yan. We now go to Republic Act 7641, Retirement Pay Law, just to see kung anong laman niya. Okay? In the absence of retirement plan, kung wala retirement plan yung employer, the employee shall be entitled to an employee retirement benefit upon reaching the compulsory retirement age. Ang compulsory retirement age, according to this law, is 60 or more, but not beyond 65 years. So, 60 to 65. Ganon. Compulsory retirement age. Okay? Yan. So, if the employee has served at least 5 years in the said establishment, he or she may retire and enjoy the retirement benefits equivalent to at least 1/2 month salary for his or her year of service. So, kinsenas niya. Pwede daw siya makatanggap ng amount na tinatanggap niya per kinsenas. 15 days, half month eh. 1/2 a month salary shall represent, diba? 15 working days, kinsenas. In addition to 1/12 for the mandated 13th month pay, diba? This also includes cash equivalent of not more than 5 days of paid leaves. Kung walang retirement plans, employer. Okay? Yon. Okay? So, yun yung laman ng Republic Act 7641 Retirement Pay Law. So, we have also insured benefits wherein ito insurance na nagbabayad ng premiums, kasi alam niyo naman pag insurance, nagbabayad ng yearly premiums, annual premiums, or monthly premiums, as preparation for the life insurance or health insurance, maalin. So, pag mabait yung employer mo, may insured benefits ka, yung employer, nakikishare siya dun sa insurance premiums. Siya yung nagbabayad. It is a defined benefit plan if the employer retains the obligation to either pay directly the benefits to the employee or make good any deficiency if the insurer fails to pay in full the benefits. So, yan. For example, pag may health insurance, nagpa-hospital, pero hindi maibigay ng insurance company yung full, ay di required si employer na siya yung magbayad. Nung deficiency. Kung sa life insurance naman, biglang nagsara yung insurance agency, kailangan si employer, siya yung sasalo. Sure. Okay? So, let's now go to accounting for the defined contribution plan. Okay, ito muna for the defined contribution plan. Dito, sobrang dali lang, straightforward lang yung pag-account sa kanya. Okay? Wherein we simply recognize the contribution as an expense, and kung hindi pa siya nababayaran, ay di liability. Pakinig niyo ba yung aso? Napaka-ingay ng aso. When employees have rendered service during the period, if the amount contributed exceeds the fixed amount of the contribution, the excess is treated as prepaid asset. Yan, kapag excess yung payment, alam niyo naman to, parang nagiging advance payment siya. So, prepaid asset or prepaid expense. The amount of contribution is measured at an undiscounted amount po kapag within 12 months, okay? If it's due to be settled within 12 months, pero kung siya ay more than 12 months, syempre, i-discount mo siya to recognize time value of money. Okay? So, ito ay wala pong actual gains or losses. Yung defined benefit plan pa yung actual gains and losses, which is part 2 of employee benefits. Okay? So, yun. Yun lamang po for this lesson. Okay, wherein we've discussed the 4 types of employee benefits. Inisa-isa natin siya. And then we have highlighted the SSS law and the Republic Act 7941. We also have this one, the differences. We differentiated defined contribution plan and defined benefit plan. Okay, wherein we focus more on this lesson sa defined contribution plan. The example for computation for defined contribution plan would be as a guided exercises. So I hope you learned something from me for the part 1. Okay? And I hope na-enlighten kayo kung anong aabangan nyo pag nag-work na kayo. So you have to look for an employer that is hindi siya yung traditional employer. Dapat yung employer na hanapin nyo is more on they focus on corporate sustainability, which includes yun nga, taking care of the human resources of the company. Pag motivated yung employees mo because you're giving them the benefits that they deserve, doon na papasok yung they will contribute more effort in reaching the goals of the company, the vision, mission goals of the company. So, yun. Okay. So, see you sa part 2. Bye!